Hi everyone! For today's lesson, we'll be learning about ratio. Let's take a look at our question. In a club, the ratio of the number of females to the number of males was 4 to 7. The ratio of the number of girls to the number of women was 1 to 3. The ratio of the number of boys to the number of men was 3 to 5. If there were 55 more men than women, how many people were there altogether? We will begin by writing down the various ratios. The ratio of the number of females to the number of males was 4 to 7. The ratio of the number of girls to the number of women was 1 to 3. The ratio of the number of boys to the number of men was 3 to 5. When writing the ratios, a good practice would be to write the ratio for the girls and women on the same side as the ratio for the females, and to write the ratio for the boys and men on the same side as the ratio for the males. The number of units for males needs to be equal to the sum of units for boys and men. Similarly, the number of units for females needs to be equal to the sum of units for girls and women. The number of units representing the number of males is 7, and the sum of units for the boys and men is 3 plus 5, which is 8. We need to make this the same. We need to multiply this ratio by 7, which is the number of units for the males. 3 times 7 is 21, and 5 times 7 gives us 35. Now we need to multiply this ratio by 8, which is the sum of units for the boys and men. 4 times 8 is 32, and 7 times 8 is 56. Now that we have multiplied this ratio, we need to multiply the ratio for the girls and women as well, so that the sum of units for the girls and women will be equal to the number of units for the females. Initially, the sum of units for the girls and women is 1 plus 3, which is 4. This is equal to this number, but because we have changed this ratio to have the same number of units for the males and the sum of boys and men, we need to change it for the females as well. The sum of units for the girls and women was equal to the number of units for the females at first. For the sum of units for girls and women to be equal to the number of units for the females, we will multiply it by the same number, which is 8. 1 times 8 is 8, and 3 times 8 is 24. Now the sum of units for girls and women is 8 plus 24, which is 32. This is equal to the number of units for females. The sum of units for boys and men is 21 plus 35, which is 56. This is equal to the number of units for males. With all these ratios in place, we can move on to our working. From the question, we know that there were 55 more men than women. What we will do is take 35 units representing the men minus 24 units representing the women. 35 minus 24 gives us 11. So we have 11 units representing the difference. That difference is 55. So in our working, we will write that 11 units represent 55. To find the value of 1 unit, we will take 55 and divide it by 11, which gives us 5. The question asks, how many people were there altogether? So we want to find the total number of people. This is represented by the 32 units representing the females, plus the 56 units representing the males. 32 plus 56 gives us 88. So the total number of people is represented by 88 units. To find the value of 88 units, we will take 88 and multiply it by 5, which is the value of 1 unit. 88 times 5 will give us 440. And we have found our answer. There were 440 people altogether.